Long lead, deep, and coming up to make the play, McClellan. Megan McClellan had that one all the way. Megan McClellan, 8 shutouts last year. The last 3 years, Rutgers has registered 36 shutouts, thanks to, of course, the outstanding Casey Murphy and Megan McClellan.
Central Connecticut, their shape is a 4-1-4-1 in defending it. What Rutgers needs to do, and they did it successfully there, is play it between the midfielders into players who can find space between the midfield line and the back line. So the mobility of the Rutgers players and their intelligence off the ball to sometimes just move into spaces and positions and just hold them until a teammate can find, and then you're facing up and running at the back four for Central Connecticut.
Senior Brianna Starr checks into the match for the first time for the Scarlet Knights. So Starr out there on the pitch. Rutgers down by 1. 9 minutes, 45 seconds left in the first half.
Central Connecticut was up on Georgetown in the NCAA tournament last year, opening round, Lou, 1-0 with 20 minutes left in the match. They ended up losing 3-1. But this is a team that's used to the big moments, even though it's a new season, some new players.
In front, ball loose in front, still loose, and nice job by the Blue Devils to kick it out of there. Here's another shot that goes wide. So Rutgers putting on some pressure there. That one didn't quite get back to the goalkeeper, Amanda McQuillan, one of the defenders on the back line. Here it is. Let's see if we can see who was able to make that stop.
Well, when the ball's in the air and it's allowed to land to the turf, again, you know, this is where some things will get a bit chaotic in the box. And ultimately, Central Connecticut and their goalkeeper defended it well enough.
McQuillan with a goal kick sends it out towards midfield, and Rutgers able to head it up ahead. Kicked out by the Blue Devils. It'll be Rutgers' possession, and they'll toss it in on the near side. Allison Lynch triggers in. And here's Starr, who crosses over. Provenzano with a lead in front. Here's an opportunity, and McQuillan comes out and makes a huge play.
Well, that was more on the first touch. The second touch, really, of Taylor Almer. Watch. Clean first, and then she hits it with the left foot inadvertently. She was just trying to settle, get a look at the keeper, and decide where she's going to go with it. And unfortunate for Taylor Almer and Rutgers.
Almer had a golden opportunity there, but again, McQuillan coming up big. The freshman out of Ireland has been impressive for Central Connecticut State.
Well, she timed her movement off the line in a very good way after she discovered that awkward touch by Almer, and that's good read by the goalkeeper.
7:25 remaining here in the first half. The Blue Devils with a 1-0 lead over the Scarlet Knights. Rutgers, of course, here at Yersack has been so dominant. All-time 177 wins since 2006. They've won 80% of their matches here. It even gets better, Glenn. Since 2013, they've won. Their record is 57-6-9 here at Yersack.
Well, one of the reasons, and you can get a good look at it on TV, this is one of the premier playing surfaces in America on the collegiate level. And it's also a big field, so it's the way the Rutgers women have played for years. Get a big shape, knock the ball around, and the playing surface plays a major factor in this home field advantage. The only problem is teams love to come here and play also because the field is so nice.
And, of course, Rutgers with an opportunity. There's a shot and a save made by McQuillan. Rutgers getting some opportunities here, but McQuillan making the stops.
And this is a good decision by Regan Berg. Instead of trying to force a shot, she faces away from goal and just lays it off to the trailing Gabby Provenzano. And Gabby got a good hit on it, but pretty much directly at the keeper.
And Rutgers again carries in, again with an opportunity. Here's a crossing pass, intercepted by the Blue Devils, but kept alive in front and headed back to the goalkeeper, McQuillan. Now getting back to what we were talking about with this pitch here at Rutgers, though. And Rutgers this year will host the Big Ten Conference Tournament. The semifinals and final will be played here at Rutgers. So
that's fantastic news. Part of it is because this is the kind of field you want to play games at that time of the year on. The other, it's only 10 minutes from my house. Love it.
That'll be the weekend of November 8th through the 10th. Crossing pass in front, and the ball hits to the back line and covered there by McQuillan.
Quality attack, quality service, and quality goalkeeping. You can tell that this young keeper, McQuillan, has a great idea of organizing the players in front of her. She has a good read of the game. She has strong hands. Thus far has been quite impressive.
And a Star able to dodge the defender and then gets a shot off, and McQuillan able to make the stop.
Now on the other side of things, the quality of the shots by Rutgers, not the shot selection, that's been pretty good. But as far as placing it or hitting it with power, depending on, is it power or is it precision? And making those sort of decisions will be a part of the halftime discussion, I would imagine.
Rutgers has now outshot Central Connecticut State 8-1. But the one was a big one for the Blue Devils.
It was a fantastic goal, and the way it was set up. And it certainly was a bit against the run of play, the goal by Roma McLaughlin, who scored that goal against Georgetown last year. So no surprise that she could perform in a big game.
Now, Nemi knocked down. Not sure if a yellow card was issued on that. Looks like it might have been.
All right, let's see for Rutgers who's going to be powerful in the air and who will be able to time the run behind this group of defenders at the top of the 18. Central Connecticut now stepping a couple of yards outside of that area. Almer needs to put this in that corridor of uncertainty between the goalkeeper and the defensive players.
Almer takes the kick, pooches it up towards the box, and it's headed to the side of the goal and out.
So that's a difficult a defensive header as you're retreating. Decent ball played in by Almer. Hung up a little bit. If you can really hit those firm and almost allow it to hit the deck in between the keeper and that back line, if possible, that might have been a distance that wouldn't permit that for Taylor Almer. Nonetheless, it's a corner, Lou.
Third one of the match here for the Scarlet Knights. And Taylor gets into it. Line drive kick in front of the goal and played beautifully by McQuillan. Had that one zeroed in all the way.
She looks extremely comfortable in goal. And again, sure-handed, no spill. And that's critical in those moments where there's a big crowd in the area. Off a critical corner here as Rutgers looks to equalize before they go into the locker room.
Banged out by Rutgers. It'll remain Central Connecticut State ball. Under a minute and a half now remaining in this first half. Scarlet Knights with 8 shots but held scoreless, and they trail 1-0. Starr trying to feed it over to Almer. Chantel Swaby near midfield. Pushes it ahead. Swaby draws 2 defenders. Feeds Lynch on the near side. Now Starr breaks through 2 defenders. Final minute of play in half number 1. Visco trying to feed it up ahead, but it just gets by 2 defenders and over the back line, so it'll be Central Connecticut State ball.
Well, there's McQuillan, the goalkeeper who has done so well to keep a clean sheet here with just a half a minute to play.
Down to 20 seconds left. And Amanda McQuillan boots it up ahead. Rutgers able to get ahead on it. That Starr sends it into the corner.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And that is the end of the first half.